Good morning. I'm here to give you an update on the FBI's investigation of Secretary Clinton. What I want to do is tell you what we're recommending. But first, let me tell you what we found. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains were top secret. 36 of those chains secret. And 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Everything I did was permitted. There was no law, no regulation.
Secretary Clinton should have known that an unclassified system was no place for that conversation.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email.
None of these emails should have been on any kind of unclassified system, not even Gmail.
Well, first of all, nothing was marked classified.
To the contrary,
Nothing was marked classified.
there is evidence of
Nothing was marked classified.
Now let me tell you what we found.
Oh my gosh.
110 emails.
It was not the best choice.
52 email chains
It was a mistake.
have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains were top
It wasn't
secret.
the best choice.
36 of those chains
I said
secret.
it was a mistake.
And 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it
With
make?
respect to our recommendation, this is going to be an unusual statement in at least a couple of ways. Although there is evidence, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. What difference at this point does it make? 110 emails.
It wasn't the best choice.
52 email chains
I made a mistake.
have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it
8
make?
of those chains are
It
top
was not a
secret.
good choice.
36 of those chains
I said it was a mistake.
and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome out. It's nice to have everybody with us tonight. Hope you guys like that. That was a little piece that that Julian Assange just within the last 15 minutes put out on his Twitter page. And
Mike, I want to show you something actually with that really quick.
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Mind?
No, please.
Are you able to see my screen?
I am, yes.
Okay, just so you can see it, I'll mute it so there's no bleed over. Look at her. She's doing the Caesar.
Gotta love that auto too.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, good enough. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good.
If anybody wants the full version of that, I'll have it on my YouTube. I'm about to upload that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. It's World Press Freedom Day. I'm not sure if you guys, how many people have heard of that before, but I want to make sure that I point that out. I want to talk about a handful of things having to do with World Press Freedom Day and what it is, and how the importance of freedom of the press will keep all of us informed and keep all of us on a I don't know, clear plane of consciousness, I suppose is a good way to put it. But let's see how everybody's doing tonight. We have Erick with us tonight. Erick, how you doing? Independent Press Project in the Hangout too. How's everybody doing this evening?
Good.
I'm all right.
Right on.
Thank you
Right
for
on.
asking. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I am doing well. Yeah. So the press means a lot to most of us. Some people take it for granted. I see it a lot. I see a lot of people around me, a lot of people that I talk to every day that don't, follow any type of news, have really no clue what's going on, and with big stuff too. And the press has operated a certain way for a really long time, and I accredit the I credit the new change in the styles of media that we have, to nothing other than technology. Um, I'm a shining example of how that has played out throughout, the past 20 years. I graduated from school with a broadcasting degree back in 1998. Um, I tried very hard to get a job locally, as a cameraman for either a where did I put a resume out at CBS, in Philadelphia, NBC, and UPN. UPN was the big one that I wanted to get a job at
That
that
was way
time.
back in the day.
Yeah, that was way back in the day, but I really wanted to get a job there. I really wanted to get a camera operator job, on a mobile news crew. That was the dream for me. But again, that was back in '98. I was 21 years old, and and that was my dream. I put in my resume in all these places, and I got called in for a face-to-face interview at UPN, and the lady that they had me interview with, hadn't read my transcripts until right before I got there, and and it turned out that she basically laughed in my face and told me that because I didn't go to some type of a 4 year, college, or like a local school like Penn State or some type of bigger school, that they had a problem, with that, and I wouldn't be able to work there. And I left there really angry, and I went to my school and pitched a fit there, and not necessarily gave up, but changed gears a little bit. I ended up doing wedding videography for a couple of years, before I turned that into, a full time DJing, position for everything from karaoke, trivia, weddings, anything you can think of. I did that for about 15 years. Um, the reason, and that being said, the reason that I say that I can really identify with, we'll call it new media for tonight. I'm going to go with new media because this really is a whole new area that people have been getting into the past couple of years. But I really, in my heart, feel like this type of media, the reach that people can have, is for nothing more, than the advancement in technology. Um, the ability for me to go live in New York on election night for 4.5 hours to Periscope, and have over 6,000 people view that. The ability for Erick to go live when the Oroville Dam situation was happening and have almost 1 million views by the next morning, is unheard of. We literally saw it in real time. Actually, Erick, if you remember during the Oroville Dam stream, we were mirroring a stream from a local affiliate out there, and their stream was on Facebook. So it was a Facebook stream that we were showing, and we could see how many live viewers that they had. And I think the whole
Hello,
time,
Hurst.
yeah, I
Want
think
to
the
give a somewhat shout out to Hurst,
what's up,
which isn't
Hurst?
really a shout out, but I'm just saying your name right now.
Right on. Um, but I just want to their stream had about 4,500 viewers, Erick. Remember the whole time, and we're looking at the corner of the screen at the viewers on Erick's channel, and it hovered anywhere from 30,000 to 35,000 live viewers consistently during the entire stream, thus leading up to the almost 1 million views by the morning. And that's unheard of. It's unparalleled. We the it was a classic example of the way that the media has been transformed, the way that people get their information has transformed, and at this point, it almost sounds like that's the new norm. You guys may be thinking to yourselves, this already, and that's okay. But on today, I think it's important that we bring it up. World Press Freedom Day is for nothing more than expressing our happiness to the Constitution for the freedom of the press. I don't have to have, and it took me 19 years to figure this out. I don't have to have a 4-year degree at Penn State in order to grab a camera and go out there and run around mobily and shoot these things to have viewers. My confidence level is at an all-time high about it. None of us have to do that. And that falls under the same freedom of press as anything else. It's not just people who went to a 4-year college or work for a mainstream media outlet that have the ability to grab a high definition quality camera and put that out to people anymore. And the freedom of press in the Constitution does not say that I need to have a 4-year degree to do that. It does not say that I need to be able to grab my camera and shoot. Anybody can grab their camera and go shoot. When a cop has somebody pulled over or whatever, they're not going to mess with you. You just can't creep up on them. It needs to be known that you're there. And situations like in D.C. during the inauguration when the riots were going off, the riot police were corralling people into corners and at the ends of blocks and blocking them off and arresting 40, 50 people at the same time. In those situations, it's a little bit different. When there's a state of emergency called or a situation like that, having that press pass is key. But you don't have to work for CBS or NBC or MSNBC or C-SPAN or anybody to have a press pass, anymore. You just have to know where to go to get it, so to speak. And we can talk about that a little bit later on towards the end of the show. But I'm curious, Chico, what are you? What are your thoughts on the freedom of the press and our ability as just citizens of the U.S. To be able to show whatever we want, and now at this point in time to whoever we want, whenever we want? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, me personally, I think that freedom of the press is very important for a democracy. If we don't have freedom of the press, then we could just be ran by like a communist government or a socialist government. But if all the press was state-ran media, then who do we have to say well, that's not accurate. Because if you say that in certain countries, you're going to jail, you're going to prison. So, freedom of the press is just as important as, freedom of speech or the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. That's my opinion on it.
How about you, Eric? What are your, because, Eric's, he's another fellow live streamer, the reach is so much so now, and it can be, depending on the situation. We have a good loyal core of people that we absolutely love that hop in here and listen to our streams and watch our live streams when we're out on the street, and and especially when we're out in the street live streaming during big events, it seems as though the views have just gone up and up and up and up and up. And now, even as recently as in the past couple of weeks, now we throw one little clip of video up on YouTube, and just because of the way that people are searching and what they're looking for, there's not a doubt in my mind that they get more views than, excuse me, than some of the more mainstream outlets that have what we'll call huge names. So Eric, when you look at what's going on now, because you're exactly the age that I was when I had the door slammed in my face at UPN, so you're coming into it in a generation that can do this. Where do you think it's going to go from here?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I'm looking at, because I just got a weird, I got a weird YouTube message from a Jasmine Dyer. What the freak? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
What the freak?
Oh, AOB. What's going on, brother?
Where'd Erick go? He left it.
Something happened. He fizzled out. Hangouts has been acting kooky on us the past couple of days. How you doing today, B?
Okay.
Good.
Hello?
What
Yeah,
up, P?
we got you now, Eric.
Hello?
Welcome back,
We
Eric.
got you now.
What the heck just happened?
You faded out real slow, and then you were just gone.
What the freak?
So this is
I just said this girl's name and then my headset just started going crazy.
well, instant block.
Oh my god, I'm a little creeped out now. I am really creeped out now. This girl works for BBC, and she sent me a message on YouTube. But literally, the second I just said her name, my headset just went like full, really, really loud audio of just I don't even know what it was. And I just had to close everything down in order to make it stop, and it wasn't even showing me where it was coming from. That was creepy. But what was your question, Mike? I'm sorry.
So no, that's okay. That's all right. And just to get you caught up real quick, I'm not sure if you were listening or not, but I was telling everybody how since it's National World Press Freedom Day, I was telling everybody how I went to when I graduated back in '98. I couldn't get a job at UPN, CBS, NBC, any of those companies as a camera operator, even with a broadcasting degree, because I didn't go to and get a 4-year degree at a university. UPN literally shut the door in my face, and the interview was horrible. And I was 21 years old, so I was just asking Eric. And Eric, here's your question. That now that you're 21, like I was when I got the door slammed in my face because our options were so low, but you're 21 in an age where it's not hard to reach many people, and you learn that firsthand with the many streams that you've done. And like I said earlier, specifically the Oroville Dam one was just I mean, all of us are just getting during these events are getting hammered with views. Where do you think it's going to go? Since you're 21 and stepping into an age where it's already there, where could it possibly go from here?
I think that we just got to continue to have support, because if we don't have support, mainstream media is just going to take over just like how they did before. And what
they're buying up all the small time people. You know what I'm saying? That
yes, they are.
You got people that are trusted, like Tim Pool. Okay, granted, only to the small few we know that he's a fucking shilly tool.
Yes.
But you think these fucking guys are going all over the news duds? Tim Pool, Luke Radowski. Who pays for these guys? Come on,
Right.
Just like I seen, Right Side Broadcast is using CBS gear, which means they're probably some sort of an offshoot. What's on the bottom of Zero Hedge?
ABC.
Right. Yeah, they're offering a lot of money and that's your proof right there. That's your proof right there that they're targeting these smaller companies, just to get them under their name, give them a large check that they can't resist, and then once they're under their name, they can just be more controlled media under the guise of some type of independent outlet, and that's really all they're doing, But
And with that too, though, it's also because there's a lot of independent guys out there that feel like they're not going to go anywhere unless they go at one of these big things.
Yeah.
And that's why majority of them end up going there. But if we can prove that being independent media, we're able to compete with the mainstream media, who's bringing in millions and millions of dollars every single month, then that's making a huge impact.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. The future, I mean, it's tough to call. Everything is so readily available, and I'm really surprised that I don't see mainstream media outlets doing more in the ways um, of sending out their camera people and having their camera people start to say things like we're live streaming here on the corner of Fit. You know what I mean? Just to get the mind right, just to get people's minds used to hearing that, because um, it really is the new future. I mean, well, the future's here. you know, um, I was really upset when I was Erick's age. I was really upset I couldn't get that job, and I had to go do weddings and be a videographer for weddings and kids parties and the School of Rock. I shot so many concerts for the School of Rock, and it satisfied that need to go out, but the journalism side to it was never satisfied. So to be able to do that now, to me, is amazing. Um, and and I look forward to see where it's going to go. There's and that'll tell you that you'll be able to scroll to the bottom of the websites that you follow your independent news and see who has a mainstream media tag on the bottom of it. See who has quote unquote sold out, because I won't trust anything I read on their sites. I unfollowed a long time ago. It's
And even with that too, even if they don't have it on their site, just look at their sources. If there's a company out there that only sources ABC, then you know. That's why, for me personally, with the work that I do at iCitizen, I go directly to the source, which if it be whoever it may be, I was going to say, or if it be whom it may, but that's whom it may. But you get what I mean. Like if it was maybe something from, let's say, Verizon, or something from the Department of Defense or Department of Interior, go directly to the source to get the information instead of just using the ABC version of how they want to spin it, or going to NBC and getting their spin of it, or anything like that. Going directly to the source.
Yep.
That's what independent media do. We get the information without having the critic in the middle. We go directly for the original of everything.
Yeah. And that's a good trait to have, for independent journalists. People need to realize that sourcing is extremely important. Look, I've started going through and unfollowing my mainstream media outlets. When I first started doing this, I was looking for as many sources as I could get, knowing that two sources, in journalism 101, you need to have two sources before you can hit that publish button or hit that tweet button or that publish button for YouTube to upload that video. You have to source that. But I'm literally pulling mainstream media out of what I would consider to be a legitimate source. And like Erick said, I'm starting to go right to the source to start to look at things.
And with that right there, one, you just call me Aaron.
Yeah.
And two,
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
and two, that whole thing with the with having the two sources, yeah, that's a big thing. But if the two sources are both about the same thing from a press release from, let's say, the Air Force, that Air Force is your source. You got to go to the Air Force and get the actual information without both sources having their spin to what the Air Force just said.
Right.
So you can have all of your stuff unedited, everything originally there, what was said. There's no line cut out, no nothing, because you have it all right there.
Right. The only
Two things.
Go ahead.
One, if we can get the other 15 people watching to hit that like button, that'd be cool. And the other thing is, I went to the museum last week and they had bacon cheddar flavored crickets.
Ooh.
Figured I'd let everybody know.
Nice.
Hit that thumbs up, and as you were.
Right.
Okay, one more thing I want to say right here to this goodbye Google person. You talking about cons? If you're saying we're pointing fingers, you can leave. And same thing to the person right underneath them too, saying everything that you're writing. That's all I got to say to the chat for right now.
And everyone is a con. What makes anyone think the ones pointing fingers are not? Okay. Well, I mean, look, it's all about what you think. Listen, here's the deal. Goodbye, Google. You can listen, or you don't have to listen. You can go the extra mile and follow everybody on Twitter and judge for yourself if people are putting out bullshit or not. That's up to you. If you want to take 10 seconds out of your day and go to iCitizenNews.net, which, by the way, guys, is down for the next 24 to 48 hours. There's maintenance and stuff going on, so and we'll talk more about that later. But if you want to go to iCitizenNews.net and read the articles, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of articles that this panel that you're looking at now and a few other very close people to us have been posting for the past 6 months, by all means, please go do so. Come on back next Wednesday and report back what you find. But I guarantee whatever you see on those websites or on our tweets or on our YouTube pages that goes up, you can stack side by side next to any mainstream media article, and it's going to be just as sourced, okay, even more sourced. We are doing things like going right to the Air Force's website when we see something that comes out about the Air Force to verify that it's there. You will see source links, and all that will be there. So, again, please, you want to start calling people cons and this and that, then you go check it out, come back and let us know. Or continue talking shit and you'll get blocked. It's that simple. It is what it is. Just, come into it with an open mind. That's all. This is independent journalism. We're not, nobody's getting paid to do this stuff. So, we may curse in our streams. We may, take a harsher tone sometimes, but, we're truthful. Ask anybody in this chat. That's why everybody's coming back. Oh, no, nobody's being defensive. If you've been watching for a while and this is the first time we're seeing your name, then that begs the question, who are you? You know what I mean?
Just let it go, Mike. The person seems like they're trying to trigger us anyway.
Yeah. It's cool. Well, now it makes sense.
To trigger you.
Yeah, now it makes sense. Like, I thought you were a new person. Whatever. All right. So, freedom of the press. Let's get back to it. Freedom of the press, extremely important. B, what are your thoughts, man? How do you feel about the fact that we can just go do whatever we want, whenever we want, and stream it wherever we want? There are some limitations, but we can go for it. And that's what matters.
I want to do more of it.
Yeah. Should be doing more.
24 hours a day.
No sleep?
Not until Brooklyn.
What's Brooklyn?
Well, Mike gets it.
Yeah. That was a Beastie Boys joke, Eric. Yeah. B, what do you know about UNESCO, man?
UNESCO?
Mm-hmm.
Like the UN people that like to make aliens like...
No.
No.
Wrong UNESCO.
UNESCO is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. It is a UN...
Oh, they have Batman fidget spinners, dude. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
Dang. Oh, out of nowhere.
We're all having quite the ADD day today. It's all good.
Wow. These are cool. So what else? I mean, you guys are so you guys like your the theme tonight is about freedom of press, eh?
Yeah, freedom of press. Independent journalism. I mean, today's supposed to be, UNESCO 17 years ago established today as the day to not only recognize media and the freedom of press, but to also hold at the same time an annual event that has award ceremonies and all types of stuff. And this year, the ceremony is being held in Indonesia, in Jakarta, and it's called the title of this year's tonight's event, "Critical Minds for Critical Times." the media's role in advancing peaceful, just, and inclusive societies. Yeah. And they've been all over the world with this. Last year was in Finland, the year before Latvia, France, Costa Rica, Tunisia. United States was 2011 in Washington. The conference marks World Peace Freedom Day each year. They bring together the media professionals, press freedom organizations, and UN agencies to assess the state of press freedom worldwide and discuss solutions for addressing challenges. Almost sounds like a Bilderberg conference, doesn't it? Each conference is centered on a theme related to press freedom, including good governance, media coverage of terrorism, impunity, and the role of media in post-conflict countries. So that's the reason behind that.
It's
event.
too bad that the independent media in most of those conflict countries get their, treated as if they're part of the enemies. That's not fair.
What's that? You can usually
the way they treat the media in like war zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it sucks.
Tell us about it. What's going on?
It's not cool.
Who are you talking about in particular? Like the locals or the people that are sent over there to cover the stuff?
Well, I mean, you go to be the media in a war zone, and the governments there will snatch you up and throw you in prison.
Yeah, this year's been huge for
because
that.
they don't want you reporting on the war crimes. Why do you think you get no information coming out of war zones? None whatsoever. Think back to the Gulf War with Daddy Bush, and they basically live streamed the battles, across TV and night vision and shit.
Right. And regardless of that, we still had better coverage from Vietnam, I think. We had real coverage from Vietnam. That was when they had the first real press corps go out there and get in the field and start filming everything. And World War II as well, and everything in between. But the big ones, World War II and Vietnam, were just riddled with footage. Real footage.
Yeah.
What's the movie where they that's the premise of the movie? It's the camera crews in Iraq and how they're supposed to look good on camera, and
Oh no.
There's a movie about that. I forget what it is.
Trying to find this thing.
How's everybody out in the chat?
So what else have you guys been up to, huh?
Nothing, man.
Oh, dang.
Just chilling.
That's too many people talking at one time.
That's all right.
Go
ahead, B. It's all good. Chat can tell us how.
I don't even know. Look, dude. Look, I don't even know. Okay.
Hamina.
Yeah, I don't even really know, but I do know that just because it's cool, I'm gonna get this fidget spinner in Superman colors, but shaped like the Batman.
He's so triggered right now.
This fidget spinner thing is great. And actually, why don't we deviate off the media talk, the Freedom of the Press Day, and talk about
You
that.
want to talk about fidget spinners?
Yeah, well, let's talk about what's behind them, just so everybody knows what's going on.
What is behind them?
What you were just talking about earlier today.
Yeah, the magnets,
Perpetual
the magnetic
motion?
force. Yeah, perpetual motion.
Oh well, I mean,
we don't have to get into
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's
Well, that just summed it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's going in detail.
B gets the contributor award for the night.
Oh man, you brought me back.
You guys are supposed to catch these balls as I throw them to you guys. Come on.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a video of one because I'm not going upstairs and prying it out of my kid's hands while he sleeps.
Yeah, talking
Is
about
someone spinning
magnets
his
though, I
hand?
did see this really cool Bluetooth speaker at the pawn shop
Well,
yesterday.
not all of them are
It's like when you
magnetized.
turn it on, it starts to float. The top part of the speaker it just floats in the air and above the stand of the speaker, and it's just like this floating speaker. There's nothing in between it, but it's like this magnet, and I don't know what, but never mind. It's pretty cool though. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Floating. How's it
Floating
float?
speaker, Bluetooth.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I don't know, yo.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm
I think it's magnet. Something with magnets.
I'm ready for you, Brian. Whenever you're ready.
I'm not ready for me.
Okay.
I'm never ready for me.
But it only floats when it's turned on, though.
So a fidget spinner is this. It's an anti-stress. It's kind of like stress balls. You know, those you can either have the balls that you roll around in your hand, or the squeezy balls that are like balloons full of sand or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But these things, basically, it's a spinner. The more quality ones are all metal with magnets on the end. They have them cheap plastic, but they still kind of do the trick. But it's basically like a bearing with magnets. And once you get them going, it's almost like they never stop. They just keep on going. And it just proves, in my opinion, I'm no scientist feller, but in my opinion, this proves, was it Newton's first law of gravity and perpetual motion? You spin it and it just keeps going. I'm trying to find a video of just one spinning, and all of them are, I mean, everybody's just playing, but not really showing. There's a Pokemon fidget spinner. I mean, these things, but they're really cool. Like the way they just spin and spin and spin and spin. But I'm trying to find. There we go. Okay, let me go ahead and show my screen now.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. So share screen. Go over there. Do that. Come over here and go full. Okay. Look at this creepy dude. Stop being so creepy, dude.
Why does it look like Luke?
Okay, so there's a fidget spinner. So those, see the magnet rings on the ends? And then the middle is one single bearing. Or that one's got multiple. I know my kid's is a roller bearing, not ball bearings. But they just spin and spin and spin. See, here's a deconstructed one. And there's all different types. I just ordered 3 more. That dude's totally clashing with his silver ring and his gold ring. What's the matter with him? But
Did you just call him out on not
and
being
they're hot.
color coordinated?
I'm just saying he's clashing.
Yes,
he's
is.
definitely a rebel. All right, so they're highly addictive. Okay, if you have kids, I'm sure you already know what the hell these things are. But they are highly addictive, and they're causing problems in schools. They're supposed to be for people with like ADHD or that need help with focusing or stress relief. So they started these things. Like there was until this craze started happening, the principal at my kid's school was considering ordering these for everybody just because they're so cheap. And I guess they just help people concentrate. You're supposed to spin it in your hand and just hold it there, and it just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. But it helps focus, you know. So yeah, that's a fidget spinner. I was playing with one earlier. That one looks cool. That one's got like light bulbs in it. Look at that. Neato. Look at that. Look how cool.
Then he dropped it.
Because he's throwing it from one hand to another. Wow.
Don't tell me he's got you triggered.
Triggered? No. Entertained? Absolutely.
What is he doing?
Looks like he's trying to get it to spin. He's trying to make it draw art. He's trying to make art.
Is he trying to balance it?
Oh, he took the pen tip, the ballpoint out of it. Yeah.
He's close.
Did you see his eyes? He was triggered. He's pissed. He's like, dang it, work.
Yeah, it's got the clip on it. It's not balanced. He's got to snap that pocket clip off of it,
Right,
then it'll
yeah.
be balanced.
You gotta get the balance right. But
It's
so
not
that's
going to get any better if he keeps touching it.
it's a fidget spinner. These are fidget spinners. And what I was saying is I hope that they encourage and trigger what's it called?
Creativity?
Young engineers and things like that to create engines and power sources and things like that off of perfectly balanced magnetics. So I think that would be cool.
So talk about the Newton's law aspect of this.
Well, Newton's law, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd have to explain to anybody about perpetual motion, you know.
Well, not
It
necessarily,
starts
but
flowing, it stays in motion.
no, but you say that you think that this proves perpetual motion. So
I think it does prove perpetual motion because there's no motors, there's no electricity. It's running off of its own weight. Plain and simple.
yeah.
Now, I haven't timed it or stuck around long enough to wait for it to stop, but we've hit them and let them spin, and they just go and go and go and go and go. The only time that they seem to want to stop is when there's too much resistance, when you apply any kind of resistance. So then that's when you have to somebody's going to have to do the science work to figure out how much resistance you can have. To where you would say change the propellers on a windmill. You need the windmill to get wind to spin and create through the alternator, it creates resistance, which creates electricity. Well, how would you be able to get this to spin on its own with perpetual motion and create electricity through resistance? But how much resistance can it take? I would think that, there's got to be a way.
Well, the magnets are supposed to help continue push it through.
The magnetics will chase each other. But see, that's what I'm saying is it takes a mind a whole lot stronger than mine that's good to figure this shit out.
Yeah, I'd love to see the research behind it. It's pretty cool, and we've known about stuff like this for a little while. It's just neat to see it in the handheld form. Linear induction roller coasters came out. I don't know what, maybe like 7 years ago.
I want to order a bunch of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them out as like a good idea.
I'm gonna start giving them to people as rewards.
Congratulations. Now here, occupy your time.
You have won. Great. What's the world's second largest air force? Don't know.
UK?
I don't know. Didn't stick around long enough to find out.
No, I said, are you okay?
Oh, me? I'm fine.
I'm joking.
I'm fine. I'm cool.
I don't think you got the joke.
Nope, never do. The fuck you laughing at, Chico?
Nope, never do.
Look at that one. That one's got a little
Damn,
motorcycle.
toxic code, man.
Oh,
You're awesome, Eric. That was still, bro.
Anybody inside the chat understand what I said?
No.
Nah, I'm too busy looking at fidget spinners now.
What's a beacon tracker? I should get one of those too. I like the Batman ones. Batman ones are so cool. Where'd they go? They're gone. Must be hell out. Stupids. Well, tried. Tried my hardest. So what else is on the agenda for tonight?
Nothing really, just chilling, man. Is this the one you're talking about, B?
That's the one I got in my cart.
There you go.
About to get it. About to get her done.
Oh.
Well,
I think I gotta go back. What? Did you just say whelp?
I said well, not whelp.
Whelp, you know. Whelp. Should I get a Batman one with little flowers on it? Ooh, that one's cool. It's a cheetah.
Well, on that note, I want to thank everybody that was inside of the chat for being entertaining, as usual.
Did I ruin the mood?
No. Now
I'm just reading the chat.
I have to tear myself away from this Google page that I'm on right now.
All right. Well,
B, did you happen
guys
to
hit the thumbs up button. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I happen to what?
Did you happen to catch the video during the intro of the show tonight?
Nope. I didn't even know you guys were live when I joined the show.
Ah,
What?
well.
Yeah. Actually discovered it on my own as I flipped over to YouTube and checked my subscriptions. And I said, oh, look, Mike's live. I was wondering why you were talking so serious. Why so serious?
What do you think? He's not serious?
Just saying.
He didn't deny it.
I'm just saying he put his movie shoes on, that's all.
In a world of fidget widgets.
Fidget spinners.
One man.
I don't even know. Well, finish it up.
That's it. That's all we got. That's it. One man, one fidget spinner, one freedom of press.
How can we incorporate the two?
American flag fidget spinners.
Yep.
That actually sounds like an idea.
Well, there we
We
go.
need iCitizen fidget spinners.
Coming.
What, to show off 50 flags? I mean, 50 stars? Nobody heard that. Mess up.
Coming for the 2017 holiday season.
I'm getting
Fuck
one.
off.
I want it blue. That.
Monks on Motorbike says you should start a new show and it should be all about toy reviews, B.
Can't. Then everybody would come out of the woodwork and call me some sort of a kid luring pedophile shill man.
Chill.
Like, B used to expose the truth and now all he does is chase kids with his toys.
Well, you speaking of that, I actually had somebody comment on one of my videos earlier saying that I used to tell truth, but now all I do is just post BS like everybody else that I associate with. It's like, well, dang.
Well, then stop posting bullshit, Eric. Shit.
What am I posting?
It's only because you learned to stop pushing and fear hustling.
That's it.
You know, you'll put forth some facts, let people make up their own mind, and go about from there. Any more than that is you're trying to indoctrinate people, and that's not what the business we're in.
Wait. So I used to fear hustle? Where's this
Just
conversation going?
All I'm saying here is that sometimes when they want you to, sometimes when you have to sit down and figure out how to push more truth, all you're doing is hustling some shit. But if you said your piece and presented the facts, there should be no more to go. Anything more than that is entertainment factor. I mean, I used to be able to put out a whole bunch of shit, but now I'm at the point in my life where I don't need to hustle it to myself. I don't want to live a gloomy life, a dreary fucking doom gloom, because all I'm doing is consuming fucking gloom and fucking gray. Everything's gray and gloomy.
Are you coming from my gray shirt right now?
No, I'm wearing a black shirt though. Are you wearing a gray shirt? Are you fucking
Yes.
Zuckerberging it?
Of course I'm. Well, I don't know. I'm not wearing jeans, but somewhat Zuckerberg.
How do you even know what kind of pants Zuckerberg wears? All of his pictures are fucking waist high. I want to get a hat like LeBron James.
Your mind is everywhere right now, isn't it?
No.
It is bouncing around quite a bit. For sure.
What'd you have for dinner?
Like fidgety fidget. LeBron's hat. Shoes.
Well, we had
Gray
I had-
shirts.
tender roasted beef,
All right, marinated in a Red Bull.
hand mashed potatoes, lumpy with garlic.
Oh yeah. Speaking of this is about to be very off topic, but it goes on to that. For some reason, somebody posted on Twitter they grilled a steak that was marinated in Red Bull.
There you go.
What would be your opinion in that?
My opinion is this. You know what? I went to the smoothie shop. I took the kids to get a smoothie. It ties in somehow. We'll figure this out.
So we're trying to tie in freedom of the press, perpetual motion, fidget widgets, and Red Bull marinated steak.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Sauce. So
Exclusive.
we're like at the smoothie joint, right? And we order the smoothies. I got strawberry banana, and I exchanged sherbet for yogurt. Got to keep it healthy. I had them add a protein pack to it, whey protein powder. My daughter got one called Blueberry Heaven. All the same ingredients except for blueberries, not bananas. And then I can't remember what my son got. Oh, it was like Skittles something, but all still really healthy. And this table they had 4 people sitting at it, and they just had so many cups, dude. They had like so many cups. And they got all pissed off because their freaking smoothies, like half of them had Red Bull in them, and like they couldn't figure out which ones had the Red Bull in it, but I'm like, wow. They came to a place that's like everything was like GMO organic, or not GMO organic, whatever, natural, healthy, get kale, get this or that. And theirs was Red Bull smoothies. I thought that was weird. Yeah.
Red Bull.
So it did actually tie in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, Red Bull's everywhere. It's in steak. It's in smoothies. It's in my kidney stones.
It's in your kidney stones.
Yeah.
I used to be a Red Bull addict.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to go to rehab for a while.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but
That ain't an addiction.
I'm recovering though.
Well, yeah, your location.
I
makes
almost
recovery.
finished that sentence, and it probably wouldn't have been good. Everybody's got to remember that scene from Half Baked. Marijuana, that ain't an addiction.
And there goes the viewership.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know
What he
nothing.
says next.
Y'all know. Y'all know.
Y'all know. So I'm over here on Twitter, just scrolling. And in case y'all didn't know, it appears that Hillary still isn't in prison. Yeah. And looks like all Cleveland's teams won some shit again. Yep. Tribe wins, Cavs win. Yeah. The Illuminati must be heavy.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh, also, in case anybody wanted to know, which I know most people won't care, but I'm going to tell you anyway, American Ninja Warrior is coming to Cleveland. And if any of you are inside the Cleveland area, I will be there, just not actually in the event because I found out
Competing,
about
right?
it late. But yeah,
You're-
I'll be there.
You're gonna go and compete, right?
If I knew about it ahead of time, I would compete.
You should go and compete.
I don't think I'm fit enough right now to compete.
So
We
what?
will cheer for you, man.
I'd rather see you try and fail than not try at all.
Yeah,
Do it
yeah.
next year.
What he said.
Yeah.
Don't they come here every year?
I don't know. First I've heard of it.
You never heard of American Ninja Warrior?
No, I know American Ninja Warrior. Damn, these what? Shit. Kiss my ass, Seabass. Fuck this.
What the hell's going on with you, man? You all right, man?
Whoa! What just happened?
He must have just chugged another Red Bull. I don't know what happened.
Oh man!
No, I was getting ready to cash out for these spinners, and this fucking thing wants $9 shipping per spinner. I'm like, an 89-cent fidget spinner. I had 15 in my cart. My cart is less than $15. 86, 87. So did not happen today. Can I unclick that shit? Can I have 7-month shipping for free?
Click the unbuy it now button.
I'm just gonna back on up out of here. Return to cart.
That's funny.
And canceling that shit. Guess who's going to Amazon to find the Batman spinners?
How long are we gonna be live for still?
We'll just keep it live and talk about whatever for till whenever.
I'm gonna talk to the chat. Chat, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Rutgers in the house. Grey Ghost 2's in the house. Buddha Girl. Armload go. The fucking tongue in the way of words. Autumn and Danielle and Triple Two. Hello.
Hello.
Amy Maxey is in the house. Hello. Hello.
You have any
love.
vodkas tonight, B?
I got vodka in the house.
Uh-oh.
A little vodka and Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Autumn Kite knows what
Nope.
we're talking about.
Oh yeah, forgot to ask you, Rucker. Are you Newark or Camden? Let me know. That's all I gotta say to that. You guys can continue your conversation.
I'm just reading through the chat. Miss P said her husband made barbecue chicken with beer. Has anybody ever had a chicken where they shove a beer can up its butt?
You mean a drunk chicken?
Is that what they call it?
Yes.
A drunk chicken?
Yes.
Never had one. I've seen it done before.
Interesting.
Yeah, they just take a whole beer, they crack the top, obviously, and they cram it up there, right up the rear, and stand it up on the grill and cook it on the grill.
Up on the grill piece.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, I went to the doctor today. I got to go see a hand specialist.
What happened?
So I don't know if you guys remember when I smashed my hand at work, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it still hurts pretty bad. So I got to go see a hand specialist, and it's still bruised, so it shouldn't be.
Right.
That's been over a month,
Right.
So yeah, I need to go get that taken care of because I don't need to be having hand problems.
Rutger, Eric wants to know Camden or
Newark.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, B.
Yeah, it sucks.
Do you mind if I ask what the doctor said today since you went? How was the?
Well, he just said I have to go see a specialist.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's all it is. Like they gave me a Z pack, one of those Z packs, or whatever, the fucking steroid pack. But what it is they think that the tendon that's in my elbow, they think it's jacked up somehow, and I don't think it's my tendon. I think it's nerves in my hand. So, yeah, there's that. So we can talk about the website being down.
We definitely should.
This morning when I got up, I had noticed that my email, it said my email password was bad and it wouldn't log in. So I come to find out that the iCitizen webpage, the old one that I finally canceled, which was tied to the email addresses, was gone. So I had to reinitiate that, and then to fix the speed, because anybody here has ever been to the website, they know it took a long time for the page to load. Well, the reason for it was because the original server, or the original host that had the website, never fully transferred them to the new servers. So it was, when anybody would go to look at a web page, it would go to the old server, which was hosted in Australia, and then it would bounce back to the GoDaddy servers here in America. So it'd take around 6 seconds to load. And in the process of trying to fix that, the name servers got jacked up, and it says it could take up to 48 hours before the name servers can be read properly.
Interesting.
Yes. So hopefully tomorrow morning I can get up and get a hold of these guys over there in Australia at the same time that I'm in contact with GoDaddy, and everything can get hashed out, Yeah.
We'll get it done. We'll get it back up there. But this whole the whole reason for the switch is to try and make it a better experience for everybody out there. So, hopefully you'll like the speed much better and be able to get.
Now, did you guys see the news about all of the Queen's royal staff is being called into Buckingham Palace for an emergency late night meeting?
No. When did that come out?
So the royal staff has been called to Buckingham Palace for an emergency meeting at 3 a.m. local time. Media members were flocking to the palace, anticipating an announcement. The exact reason for the late night gathering is not known. It says the Daily Mail broke the story, and servants from royal residents across the country have been ordered to London and will be addressed this morning by Lord Chamberlain, the most senior officer of the royal household, as well as Her Majesty's right-hand man, Private Secretary Sir Christopher Guide. I would pronounce that. Even her longest-serving staff were left in the dark about why the meeting was being called, but multiple sources say it was highly unusual and had sparked fevered talk about an imminent announcement concerning the monarch or her husband, the Duke of Edinburgh. Stay with Breaking 911. That's who published this one. Now, I read this about an hour ago from the Daily Mail, and because I hadn't been online, I didn't know if anybody had pushed this story or not.
Yeah, no, you're actually breaking it to me right now. I didn't hear anything about it.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just.
You think that old bat's ever gonna croak?
Yes.
Yeah, she's sucking down the same thing that Soros is sucking down, and
Right. Yeah, pureed baby kidneys.
Yeah,
liver.
Somebody's gonna say it. Yep.
Yeah, they're cannibals. They're gross.
Bunch
of boy lovers.
Yeah, a handful of places are talking about it now within the last 2 hours. Daily Mail put that out 2 hours ago, and then bunch of different international news agencies are talking about it too. So
I would assume everybody's going to start talking about it. It's pretty
Pretty big.
news, you know what I mean? So
Staff from as far away as Scotland have been called in, the Daily Mail says, fueling speculation. A major announcement concerning the Queen or the Duke of Edinburgh is forthcoming.
yeah.
One source told Mail staff that the meetings aren't uncommon, but this time they've been summoned, quote, at the 11th hour. The Queen is 91. Her
Crazy.
husband turns 96 in June.
Come on, dude, I want a black one. What's so funny?
You're like having the time of your life right now with that thing.
What thing? What are you talking about?
All right. Well, we're at an hour and 10 minutes now, so maybe we'll wrap it up for the night. Unless anybody else has something specific that they'd like to talk about this evening. Chico, Eric, B, anybody have anything else they'd like to touch on tonight?
Support your favorite independent journalist. That's all I can ever say, man. It's just, it's all I have. It's all I have right now.
Yeah.
That's become the truth, in my opinion, is, you either want it or you don't. But I can tell you one thing: if people don't get the support out there, every single one of us are going to disappear, because, or you're going to have those that are intentionally trying to deceive, and they're going to stick around. I can promise you that one.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Yeah, it took me a long time to finally get up to getting a PayPal together, something for some sort of support. And by the way, this is the first show that I've had since last Sunday, and I did say last week that I was going to go out to Harrisburg to live stream with B for the Trump event that was out there, or last Saturday. I'm sorry. But I was unable to make it, and it was a matter of fundage. So that sitting around and thinking about it, left me thinking that maybe I just should start a PayPal.me for certain things. Not a lot of people can't get out there, and if I had the ability to go on my own, like I have in the past, I would have. And I know from going out on the past and covering it on my own financially, that people out there have said to me before, is there any way that I can help? And I've said no. But this particular situation, and knowing that people really do enjoy the streams that we put out there, and if we're unable to do it, then maybe there would be somebody out there who may be willing to just help out a little bit, for help on a certain live streaming trip. And I felt real bad that I wasn't able to go. There's not one person that hangs with us that doesn't know how I felt about last Saturday, and it was really disappointing to myself, and so I'll just take this formal opportunity to apologize for not doing what I said that I was going to do to to everybody that watches, and not being able to make it out there. But maybe next time, we'll see what happens. It's just it's a rough time to do that, So so I guess just for the sake of taking that first step and doing it, I'll go ahead and put that link into the description box underneath, because that's something that I haven't done yet. That tells you how reluctant I am to do it, but I need to do it. So I'll drop that link in the description box, and I'll start putting it out there, we'll see what happens. We appreciate everything that's done for us individually and with iCitizen. And one other thing about iCitizen, it'd be really nice to get some more blogs coming in, and if anybody wants to write anything and get that published, make sure you get it to one of us. All of our contact information is in the description box, and we can help you get that up on the website. We'd love to see more contributors. We'd love to see more people taking the time to do that. And as Brian has said many times in the past, this website belongs to you guys. So, you have the ability to do that. iCitizen is a place for us citizens. So, just keep that in mind. Get in touch with us if you need anything. Eric, you got anything else tonight? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Chico, how about
He's
you,
lying.
buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
You good, bro?
Thank you everybody for the support, and see y'all next time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, everybody, have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, wait! Don't do anything yet.
Yep.
Hold on! Don't kill the stream yet.
Nope, not gonna do
Hold
it.
on.
What do you got going on?
You'll see. You're gonna about this. Wait, hold on. I gotta share my screen. Ready? What? Huh? You see it?
Look at it. Now imagine how it looks when it's spinning
This
around.
guy.
Don't matter. It's got the Punisher. Dun 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 dun.
The Punisher
Why
spinner.
can I actually imagine you making that noise when you're just sitting there in your car on your phone?
Driving around looking for some shit to stream, like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it's the last sound he makes right before the cop is within earshot.
Oh man, they're pooping on me.
Here I
Oh
go.
man. Look at these. I mean, they're crazy looking, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I threw that link in the.
And then there's this one too. This one's cool too. You like this one?
Calm it down, B.
That one's more Punisher-esque. A 2-pack. Ooh. Just launched. Garbage. Can't have just launched.
So Buddha Girl says
That
we
means
got
it's
a little
scam.
obsession going on here. But you know what? I think he's earned
Did I
it,
not
Buddha
tell
Girl.
you guys it was addictive? Told you guys. I told y'all at the top of the hour. Addictive.
That's it. I don't know if she's talking about the toy or the Punisher aspect, but I will say about the Punisher aspect of it, he earned that, Buddha Girl. There's no way around it. Like in life, we only have a few opportunities to earn some nicknames that'll stick throughout the ages with your friends, and that was one of those opportunities. So, that one was well earned.
Well, I always say you never give yourself your own nickname. So
Right. They will just come about one day. Just come about.
When you get them, you get them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I found it. I officially found it. There it is. That's the one I should get.
That's the one.
Just because it's cheap. Me likey cheaps.
Yep. Yeah, Brian is destined for a lifetime of Punisher-related Christmas gifts from this point forward.
So I'll be posting my P.O. box soon. If anybody wants to draw me any kind of Punisher art or something, like I was watching one of those unboxing videos where like channels get sent things, people send their channel things, and most of it was like homemade stuff, handcrafted things.
Oh yeah, Dutch does that a lot. He I think he talks about his cat a lot. So people send him cat toys and cat treats and all kinds of stuff all the time. I mean, it's and it's nice. It's so nice, and I happen to be one of those people, actually. You know, a lot of people will donate money, but I prefer to walk up in somewhere with something that somebody needs. For example, I could send money to a veterans association if I want to, but I prefer to do things with cell phones for soldiers, which is an organization that I just started talking to the head guy of about a week ago, and I'm just waiting to hear back on some stuff to see how I can help. But I would love to be able to, you know, I prefer to send them some older cell phone devices that I just have laying around, as opposed to sending them a check. It's just, you know, that's, to me, it means just as much to me. In some cases, it means more. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, definitely. So B's gonna have little spinnies showing up at his front door, his PO box,
Yes.
and cat treats. He doesn't have a
He's
cat,
gonna have a
but
PO
B likes cat
door?
treats.
I can get Red Boo. Free. Free.
Free is good.
Oh, gosh. I got like a sinus problem right now. America.
All right. Well, anybody else have anything at all, or are we good to go for the evening?
I didn't realize we were still alive.
We are still live. Absolutely.
You guys were just talking.
Nope. B said hold
You
on.
got, yeah, we're live.
We're
Everybody's
holding
looking
on.
at what I ordered. Everybody's looking at all my recent orders on Amazon.
That's right.
So organic raw honey. These are my orders. These are what I've. Yeah. This is everything that I've ordered.
Oh gosh, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for sitting through this.
Yeah.
I do, before people
That's
start
funny.
jumping out of here, though, we're going to end the night tonight with something that we started out the show with today. Just give you an opportunity to see it again if you didn't get a chance to see it and you didn't jump in at
Can
the
you at
very
least stop
beginning.
the screen share?
Sure. Well, B just turned his screen share off, so we're in good shape.
You don't want to see my Anthony's organic ground ginger root? Hello?
Okay, time to end it, Mike.
No. Hold on.
He muted.
He dumped out. Chico just said, "Screw it, go." All right. Well, you know what? It is a good time to end it. Chico was 100% correct. Good time. Brian, I know you can't hear me. You're on the phone, but thank you very much. Hope you have a great night, and thank you for helping us out this evening. Eric, thank you for hanging out with me as we do all day, every day. And Chico, sorry to see you jump out so quick, but you know we love you, and thank you for hanging out with us tonight, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for chilling with us this evening. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here, and that's what makes me try to come on every week, and all of us come on and try to do this stuff for you guys. So everybody have a wonderful night. Stick around for a couple seconds. Just watch this video if you haven't seen it yet. You're about to see it now, and then you have a great night, guys. Take care. All right, peace.
Good morning. I'm here to give you an update on the FBI's investigation of Secretary Clinton. What I want to do is tell you what we're recommending, but first, let me tell you what we found. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains are top secret, 36 of those chains secret, and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Everything I did was permitted. There was no law, no regulation.
Secretary Clinton should have known that an unclassified system was no place for that conversation.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email.
None of these emails should have been on any kind of unclassified system, not even Gmail.
Well, first of all, nothing was marked classified.
To the contrary,
Nothing was marked classified.
there is evidence,
Nothing was
tremendous
marked.
amount,
Nothing was
tremendous
marked
amount.
classified.
Now let me tell you what we found.
my gosh.
110 emails.
It was not the best choice.
52 email chains
It was a mistake.
have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it
8
make?
of those chains are top secret.
Wasn't the best choice.
36 of those chains
I said
secret.
it was a mistake.
And 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
With respect to our recommendation, this is going to be an unusual statement in at least a couple of ways. Although there is evidence, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. What difference at this point does it make? 110 emails.
It wasn't the best choice.
52 email chains.
I made a mistake.
Have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains were top
It was not a good choice.
6 of those chains
I said it was a mistake.
and 8 contained confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?